How's it going, everyone? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars back with another virtual description. Today, we are going to talk about my 1987 Chevrolet Suburban 4x4 truck. This is a vehicle that I bought from a private individual out of the Minnesota area. He had it for a while, was doing some stuff to it, put it up for sale, and I bought it directly from him. It has a clean Carfax, spit decal in place, and it has 88,000 miles on it. The driveline that's in it is a throttle body injected 350. It's got the correct casting number, but I wasn't able to get a VIN off the block. All signs point to it being the original motor, but I wasn't able to 100% confirm that. But it runs well, backed by the 700R4 overdrive transmission. You have your standard 10-bolt rear end with the new Process 208 transfer case. You have stock manifolds, crossover pipe, catalytic converter. It does have an aftermarket muffler and a tailpipe. Sounds good going down the road, but it's not too terribly loud. Again, these are throttle body injected. That's why the square bodies across the pretty much all the platforms for two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, Suburbans, all that good stuff, all the pickups. The 87 is going to be your pinnacle one because you do have the one year only that body style with the throttle body injection. So that's really nice. You do have power front disc brakes, power steering. It does have the standard front sway bar with quad shocks, and then you have a steering dampener. This truck is a factory AC front and rear. The front AC blows nice and cold. The rear AC kicks on, but the blower motor is making kind of a racket, so it's going to need a new blower motor for the rear AC. Take a look at my test drive video. Excuse me. Take a look at my test drive video. You'll see me personally driving the truck going down the road. We'll dive into more of the mechanicals, but it drives like a stock 4x4 Suburban should drive like. During my normal pre-inspection where I check for leaks, bushings, wear items, overall condition of the suspension and the steering, you have a couple minor drips underneath if it sits in the same spot. Like a lot of old vehicles, you'll get a small little drip here and there. The battery and the air filter checked out good. The charging system checked at 13.9 volts. Your U-joints, the lug nuts, gas cap, battery hold down, all those little miscellaneous things, they checked out good on it. The steering and the suspension components all are intact and in good shape, but they are older. Very well could be original equipment on the truck. On the exterior, it is a repainted truck. It is a factory two-tone steel gray and apple. The codes are 90 and 72. Looks like the outside of the truck has been reshot at some point. It's an older repaint. It's got some scuffs. It's got some nicks and imperfections here and there. The roof of the truck appears to be original paint and does have some faded spots and some thin areas up on the roof underneath that luggage rack. Bumpers, trim glass, probably all original as well. On the body, there is some little tape lines that you can see on the lower portion of the gray. Again, cosmetically, the truck is older, still represents well. What I suggest doing is taking a look at my additional informations tab, which is posted on my website, pcclassiccars.com. If you click on the vehicle you're interested in, obviously we're talking about the 87 Suburban. You click on that vehicle, go right below the photos. You'll see the test drive video link. You'll see the virtual description video link, which is what you are currently watching. And then below that, it says additional information. If you click on that, there's going to be photos of all of the flaws on the inside and the outside, the Carfax, the VIN, all of that stuff is going to be posted in that additional informations tab. So make sure you check that stuff out. You do have a 15-inch rally wheel with Toyo Open Country 31 1050 R15 tires. The tires are an older date code, so I would suggest maybe doing some tires at some point. I'd personally do like a little 2 or 3-inch level kit on this truck with some white letter BFGs, and it would really make it pop and just be a killer looking truck at that point. On the interior, it's a stock code 982D, which is the slate gray. The interior is stock interior. It is a factory third row truck, but I do not have the third row. I just have obviously the front bucket seats with the center console and then the rear folding seats as well. You do have an aftermarket stereo with some speakers behind the rear seats. The dash does have some cracks in it. It has some speakers mounted on the outside portions of the dash up top. You have your tilt column, cruise. Unfortunately, the cruise doesn't work as well. I forgot to mention that earlier. I think I actually skipped my doesn't work section, so we'll go back to that here in a second. The driver's seat does have some seam splits on the back side of it, and then the headliner's hanging down a little bit. You'll see, again, photos of all these imperfections in my additional informations tab. The front console has a little hole where something was drilled in it at some point. I don't know if there was a CB radio or something aftermarket was mounted there at one point, and then the rear dome light lens is missing. So some little things, some little disclaimers on the exterior and the interior, but nothing that can't be addressed. And then back on the does it work section that I skipped over, like I just mentioned, the cruise is in op, and then the other items that are not working is the voltage gauge doesn't work, the fuel gauge is stuck on full. When you put it in reverse, the white lights and the tail lights do not come on. This is a factory dual tank truck, but the switch is not switching tank, so it's just set up on the one tank. The passenger side rear door lock rod is broken. The power door locks do work, just that passenger door, that rear door is not working. And then the power windows do work, but they are notoriously slow, like a lot of square bodies. Take a look at my does it work section. That's also going to be in the additional informations tab, or it's going to be in the photo set. If you go to the end of the photos, you'll see a screenshot. It's going to outline everything that works and everything that does not work on the truck. So make sure you check that stuff out. On the engine bay, it's a stock style engine bay. You pop the hood, looks factory in there. Engine's in nice shape. The paint on the engine is obviously older. It's probably original. The hood insulator is the original one and has some age to it. The upper fan shroud has a spot that's been partially cut out. Some little disclaimers with the engine bay, but no rust on the firewall. The inner fender is in good shape. But when you do pop the hood, it does look kind of like a factory setup there in the engine bay. The underneath is a very solid truck. Floors, frame rails, inner rocker areas, all of that stuff looks really nice. Didn't find any rust issues. Kind of an unmolested and unmodified on the underneath. Just shows really well. You'll see photos of that here in this video, or you can check out the photos on my website, pcclassiccars.com. I always take really good photos of the underneath so my customers can see what they're getting into, but it is a good solid truck on the bottom. Overall, it's a really cool Suburban. Love the fact that it is a factory 4x4 and it is an 87. You get that throttle body injection. This one has AC. Yes, it has kind of a laundry list of little items that are not working, and it's got its cosmetic downfalls, but the truck's priced accordingly. It's hard to get an 87 4x4 Suburban that's in good shape like this, that's not rusty for the price point. I've sold a bunch of these over the years, and this is a good one to either drive like it sits or do some restoration work. Kind of fix a few things here and there, modernize it a little bit, or again, just drive it just like it sits because it is a good driving truck down the road. And as always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my virtual descriptions. Make sure you check out that test drive video along with the additional informations tab, both posted on my website, pcclassiccars.com. I'll catch you guys on the next video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.